never change. Dustin Henderson. Promise me?
I wasn't planning on it.
Yep, this is when I knew I was going to be emotionally unwell. What is up, Stranger Things fans? My name is Trevor and welcome to my channel. Season 4, Volume 2 of Stranger Things came out over on Netflix, and safe to say, it delivered on all those expectations for me. And we're going to dive into this episode in full spoiler fashion. Let me know your spoiler-filled comments down below. What was your favorite part of Volume 2 and Season 4 in general? Let me know all that. This isn't going to be a breakdown, plot point by plot point kind of spoiler review. Is this going to be me talking about my favorite parts, the moments that made me cry, the moments that made me laugh, and maybe some theories about Season 5. But right now, we're really just trying to gush about this finale, just my favorite parts and everything like that. Let me know your guys' favorite parts, all that down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Let's hop into things. So I want to get this one out of the way really quick. Dr. Brenner died, and like he put this like shock collar on Elle, and it's like he had like this little bit of a redemption arc towards the end of this episode right before his death. But it's like, dude, you literally just put a shock collar on Elle. Are we supposed to feel bad you died? I didn't. I was like, good riddance. He's out of the show now, because Dr. Brenner, like, he was honestly kind of like the villain of the whole show, like kind of right there subconsciously through Elle, because he traumatized her. So Dr. Brenner died. I didn't really feel anything other than like, yes, nice. So that was something I was kind of thinking, like, are people sad about this? If you were sad about Dr. Brenner dying, let me know that down below. But speaking of deaths, we're going to talk about this one too, another villain of the show. Jason getting ripped in half. I don't know what it was, but I was like, yes, that was two characters I just didn't really like. Both died, and I was fist pumping for it. But two characters who did die, who just hit right in the feels. Let's start with this man, Eddie. Eddie Munson is one of my favorite characters, Stranger Things, after Volume 2 especially. I mean, he's like a top 5 character for me. I love him so much. And to see his last moments in Dustin's arms just hit the heartstrings so well. I'm seeing all these edits on TikTok, everyone posting about it, and it still gets me emotional. I mean, I just knew right when he said to Dustin, never change, Henderson, like, promise me you'll never change, everything like that. And then Dustin's like, I don't plan on it. Like, their bromance carried this season for me, and I loved it. That's one of my favorite parts of Season 4 in general, was just the bromance between Eddie and Dustin. How this cool, kind of different guy is so nice to these kids when no one else was, like Mike and Dustin. So I love Eddie for it, and the world thinks like he's just this terrible person, but as Dustin said to Mr. Munson, he was a hero, and man, was he a hero. But sharing his last moments with Dustin, like him dying in his arms, like, I didn't run away this time, like, oh, man, telling him basically to run the Hellfire Club, look out for the sheep. It hit hard. It hit those emotional moments, and I mean, I could not stop the tears from flowing. Like, I don't cry in shows and movies often, so this happened. I was like, tears literally streaming down my face. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, Stranger Things does a great job of just getting you attached to these characters and getting you in love with these characters, and that's exactly what it did. I'm in love with Eddie Munson, and rest in peace to that beautiful man. I want to see what Joseph Quinn's going to do next, because after seeing him as Eddie, I want to see him in anything else. Maybe an Eddie and Chrissy spinoff, some way, shape, or form, because their chemistry was great. But then it goes from that right into Max's death. And I mean, this one is hit almost just as hard, if not harder. I mean, her dying in Lucas's eyes, and Caleb McLaughlin, I think that's how you say his last name. The dude turns in like an Emmy-worthy performance just from this scene alone.
I know, it's okay. We're gonna get you some help, okay? And just hold on.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
I know.
You hear it in his voice. I mean, it's portrayed beautifully. Made me cry just as hard. And Max in Lucas's arms, straight up Tom Holland from Infinity War. Like, Mr. Stark, I don't want to go. I don't want to die.
I don't want to go. I'm not going to watch.
You're not gonna die, dude. Just hang on.
Hit you in the heart. Hit the feels so hard. And both these right here, like both of them, I was like, are you kidding me right now? And the music, the score, and the soundtrack is just absolutely fantastic. So just from these two deaths alone, I was like, I am not emotionally well right now. Like, I am in a bad headspace, and I have post-show depression, and it sucks, and I hate it. I wish Stranger Things was coming out again tomorrow, because the hype and anticipation leading up to it, there's nothing like it. And I was my most anticipated thing ever, and it met all those expectations. And we gotta talk about something really cool, get on more of a happy note rather than just the sadness of losing characters. Because Max is technically still alive. She's like in a coma, so we'll see what happens with that. But Eddie shredding Master of Puppets on his guitar. I have never heard a Metallica song, and I know I'm an uncultured person. That's fine. But this made me a Metallica fan. Like, if anyone says, how do you, like, what got you into Metallica? Stranger Things. Eddie Munson shredding on the guitar. That scene was epic and badass and awesome and dope. I mean, just shredding on that. Like, I've listened to the song like 50 times already. I mean, I'm going to keep listening to it. So, Eddie Munson to me is the unsung hero of Season 4. I absolutely love this man. And, gosh, just so good. I can't get out of my head just him sharing his last moments with his little bro Chacho. I love you, man. Oh, I have chills right now thinking about it. But Shred Master Puppets on his guitar was freaking awesome. So all these big moments of characters going and like this sadness, you had to have like a happy ending. Like, at least like you think in some way, shape, or form, because Vecna, like while he lost, he still pretty much won because he's still out there, and like season 4 ended with this huge plot twist, but cliffhanger rather than not a plot twist, but. Elle in the room, they're in the cabin hiding Elle again, they're cleaning everything up, and she leaves the door open 3 inches yet again, and you see this cop pull up and writes the government. You just know it's Hopper and Joyce, and Hopper reuniting with Elle gave me so much chills, and I was like, okay, my tears are all gone. I cried again, dude. I cried for a 3rd time. Cried for Eddie. Okay, stop the tears. Cried for Max. Stop the tears. I was like, I'm not gonna cry anymore. I'm out of tears. No. Cried again when Hopper and Elle reunited. Like, hey, kid, just their relationship and dynamic is so great, and they're all together again for the first time pretty much all season. Everyone together, the same house, everything, and it just hit the feels, and I felt it ended the finale off greatly with that little bit of like a happy moment that the team and the gang is back together, and it was great. I cried and I cried and I cried. I can't say anything more than that. And a couple more things before we end this little spoiler talk. I'm Team Stancy over Jancy every day of the week, ending with Y, okay? Because, like, Jonathan and Nancy are there, and Nancy kind of still has feelings for Steve, and I think season 5 is going to be a big pull on who Nancy really wants to be with, because Jonathan's, like, tries to, like, almost talk a little bit of shit about Steve, like, who's going to watch him, Steve? And Nancy's like, no, like, he's grown up quite a bit. And I was like, Team Stancy! Stancy for life, man. I can't stand Team Jancy, but I want Team Stancy, and it's really sad. I thought a lot of characters were going to go from Steve to Robin like we all did, and they didn't, so they made it happen. They made him, kept them all alive. Enzo's still alive. Yuri is kind of had a redemption arc. Murray with a flamethrower. Hey, assholes! Lights all these Demogorgons on fire. Hopper chopping it out with a sword. From epic to action to humor to emotion. This show has it all, and the Duffer Brothers have created my favorite show of all time. I absolutely love it. And Season 4, Volume 2 was absolutely perfect, and Season 4 in general is my favorite season of TV probably ever, but my favorite season is Stranger Things. I absolutely loved it. A perfect finale. I would say it's probably the best finale of any season I've ever seen, and Stranger Things has had literally 4 banger finales. What did you guys think of the finale of Stranger Things? Let me know all that down below in the comment section. Come back tomorrow, because we're going to have a tier list ranking of all the characters from Stranger Things, at least as many as I can think of to put on a list. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be long. Let me know your thoughts on Stranger Things 4 down below in the comment section, and whose death was sadder, Eddie's or Max's? Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, subscribe here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.